Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for a momentous occasion. The Séance of Blake Manor. The demo. I've had this game on my wish list for a while. Now the demo dropped and I figured let's give it a go. Let's see what this Séance has to offer. This is a pre-alpha build, so a lot of things can change from here to the end of the game, but it's worth taking a look and see what this game has to offer. Dublin, Ireland, 1897. Turn of the century.
Mr. Ward!
Ooh, voice acting already in an alpha? Damn. I'm impressed. Hats off. Bowler hat off, like that gentleman.
No time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara.
Connemara.
Yesterday, a guest went missing.
We're in Ireland, most definitely. It said so, Ireland.
The owner and staff carry on as if
nothing has happened.
She has not left. Of that, I am sure.
So we're trying to find her?
This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept
Right.
this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid.
Okay, find her out. So she is missing.
Alive.
They don't know what's going
The
on.
rest of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there is no one else to turn to.
So this is gonna be I saw a bit of a few images. It seems like a detective type game.
And perhaps most importantly, godly.
So the seance might be an
Pray for the girl
excuse.
that this is true.
So the seance might be an excuse, and we're just here to see how people react and what they're saying and what they're doing, and yeah. The Séance of Blake Manor. That symbol, that spiral is gonna be relevant. I know it. And it seems to have like a crow's feet kind of symbol on top. And at the top of the gate to the door, there was a crow standing there. Or a raven. Day 1, Friday. October 29th, 10 p.m., Blake Manor Courtyard. What awaits us? 3D, more text-based. Oh, first person! Yes! Finally. I didn't think it would take all day to get here. I'm exhausted. I'd best get inside and check in. Then I found out if Miss Dean was here, and if she still is. I'm not here in any official capacity, so it's probably best that I don't divulge too much about my purpose. Look. Manor is miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there is nowhere to go. See, there's a raven. Nevermore. Not an uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. Hello? Is somebody there? Who is that creepy figure? Scooby? Scooby-Doo? What the? That guy seems straight out from like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? There's a damp garment. There's something in the fountain where that person was. A shawl. Do we collect it? No. I don't think we do. I've got a bad feeling about this place. Really, Obi-Wan? Tell me more. What kind of bad feeling is it? I'm gonna explore around here just a bit. See what else we can see here. Can I collect the lamp? No. Statue, look. A bronze statue of a lady. It's not that old. A few years, perhaps. Dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquess's wife. Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Oh, wow. You know what this house reminds me of? The house of Clive Barker's Undying. It has the exact same layout. Well, not close enough. Very close to the layout. And it's also creepy as hell. Knock, knock! I should check with reception for any information of Miss Dean's whereabouts. Jacqueline, time is of the essence. If Ward to solve the mystery of Blake Manor, time advances while Ward interacts with objects and characters. Characters will change locations and events will occur as time passes. Some areas of the manor will only become accessible during certain times of the day. That is so cool. So this reminds me a bit of like Blueprints. But instead of every time you move rooms, steps diminish. This every time you interact with something, time passes. Seems to pass minute to minute. Turnips carved faces and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend the moment taking in the place first. Yep, taking the place first. Ward records his goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1. You have unlocked the mystery. Click through the icon to continue. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Clicking on a connection reveals the context for why two nodes are connected. I must have been summoned for a reason. I should ring the bell so I can speak to the manager. I have arrived at the manager when Miss Dean was here, and if no longer present, was the manner of leaving cause for concern. I reading letters than one I got, so. Local news about an old issue. An article has been neatly cut out. Okay. So that's something to look at. It is now 3 days since Miss Dean's gone missing. A list of all guest activities planned for this event. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass to hunt for observation. Monday, welcome luncheon. Tuesday, afternoon tea and lawn games. Masked ball, silent dinner, grand seance. On Sunday, the entire evening, on Sunday evening, the ballroom hosts the grand seance at 9 p.m. Silent dinner, masked ball, the bridge game, talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks will be posted outside the room each morning. Somebody who gives Ward information about the schedule for coming days. Okay. So for now, nothing. Masked ball. An alert. And an alert for all of them. It's even later than I thought. The letter is written in a swirly script that I think maybe Middle Eastern. But we have a Middle Eastern guest. Letter from Mr. Dupre. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. A personal letter from a Lan Fen Zhao. He has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. It's a book about those carved turnips. Read on. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give them a glowing effect. They are supposed to ward off evil spirits. They are based on a stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into the tree's trunk, and old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways. But the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Old Nick sent him on his way with only a never-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly the other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I think they've taken the tradition to America but used pumpkins instead. I can't see it being as eerie somehow. The bellows. A roaring fire. It's good to be able to warm myself a little after the rain, but I'll keep my distance nonetheless. Presumably this was killed in the area. Refreshments. The water seems frigid, even for this weather. Luggage room. The empty luggage of the hotel guests. What happened here? An ordered event, except there seems to be something stuck inside. The grate is fastened firmly to the wall. I can't get it out. Cloakroom. Let's see, what else can we snoop? A St. Bridget's cross. One of the staff putting these up around the manor. Listen, blasted cold. Mr. Hunter, best get on with fixing that window soon. Okay, so the managers. These crates are empty other than rotting turnips. There's nothing in the pockets. A cheap coat for such an expensive hotel. A lightly perfumed coat. There is a note in the pocket. Miss Dean, I would like to speak with you. Perhaps Saturday at the bar, 5 p.m.? Ooh. The note is addressed to Miss Dean, which makes me wonder if this is her coat. Okay, so we have a note. Manager's office. What on the earth? Who are you? My name is Declan Ward. I've come for a room. Well, you should have rang the bell, Mr. Ward. This area staff only. Come, let us get to the lobby. I love the visual design of the characters. Gives me a Hellboy vibe, like from the comics. I don't know, it has a... No, actually, now that I look at it, doesn't seem like it, but it does seem familiar. Now, Mr. Ward, was it? Yes, I telegrammed ahead. I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegram machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fill you in. We can fit you in. I know this is Ireland, but I can't do an Irish accent to save my life, so British it'll be. I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as possible. It should be no later than midnight, certainly. But first we require our guests to sign in, if you would. Fine. A record of who arrived and reported when. Notes that Miss Dean did not sign out. Miss Dean signed the book registration a book a few days ago. Including myself and Miss Dean, there are 17 others currently staying at the hotel. Two of these, Donald Finn and Lorcan Sinnott, signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing. There are a lot of names here, all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. You know, I'm coming back around it. I think it does look like Mike Mignogno's style. Like, you know, the Hellboy comics. It has the vibe. I see you're busy for somewhere so remote. though it seems quiet around here. The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true, though most have retired early to prepare for the festivities, it seems. Indeed, the seance. I noticed Miss Dean's name signing in. Does it happen to be Evelyn Dean? It is, rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her? No, know her in passing. No, I met her in a previous gathering is all. Would have been nice to say hello again. She has left then. I'm afraid so. An urgent matter took her away a few nights ago. Can I help with anything else? Ward can engage in conversation with characters by discussing the evidence from his records. Certain responsible for revealing new information, exposing more about the characters and mysteries. Analyze. Oh, discuss evidence. Navigate to the people and category as Miss Dean. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Dean departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. A letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Oh. Observation. Let's talk about the telegram machine. You mentioned the telegram machine is down. It is, likely the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire up the replacement, but I have had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. Luggage. Bridge game. I don't want to talk with him about this. Map of the region, timetable, no. Observation. Everything. Back. Let's analyze him. This is giving me Frogware's Sherlock Holmes vibes. Hand on pocket watch. Keep sticking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Crack in glasses. It must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd had them fixed. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Are you very busy, sir? I know that you're holding a pocket watch there. I am. There are quite a number of guests staying with us at the moment. There is a lot to see to. Did you happen to drop your glasses? They're still serviceable, though I will be thankful when I have time to have them fixed. An unhappy expression, yeah. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed. I am perfectly fine. I simply have a lot on my mind. Running a hotel is no small feat. Of course. I need nothing else, thank you. Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room. And I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you'll excuse me, with the telegram machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me. We need to get into that manager's office at some point. Thomas Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It will be good to see the letter she left behind. By exploring and interacting with items, Ward can progress the investigation. Okay, so we can use space to highlight everything we can interact with. What on earth could these be for? It could be that they're important, or there's a clue to their use somewhere around here. There's a note underneath them. A note about some missing keys, already recorded in my journal. Examine the note. The southeast corridor key is still missing. I've spoken with staff about the other keys. Doyle misplaced the northeast corridor key. After a few drinks, I'd wager. I'll chase him on this in the this evening. Antisace's key for the northwest corridor is still safely locked away. Mrs. Joyce was using her saloon key for her cleaning rota this morning. She left it on her cart in one of the closets. The southwest key is still locked in the storeroom. Frustrating as that is, at least we can see that it's still there. One of the closets will give me one of the keys. A handful of toys sided away. Okay, so telegram machine broken. Check in. As from Miss Dean has left a letter. Let's see. Beautiful landscape paint. Wait, is there a man drowning in this picture? Where? I don't see it. So can we make things colder for him? A box of salt used to absorb moisture from the coats and books kept here. Oh, telegram room. We can take a look at things. There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Let's take there's nothing I can see from here that will be causing the burnt smell in the room. We'll take pile battery. It seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. I will take the batteries built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode separated by an electrolyte bridge. What's required output voltage? 6 volts. These burns out this where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them in case there isn't a risk of fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use the new discs to replace the old ones. So I just need the right number of this in the right order. So it's gold, bridge, silver, gold, bridge, silver, gold, bridge, silver. This is 4. I need... Yeah, it's 4. It's 4 groupings, so it's copper, paper, zinc. Then copper, paper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc, copper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc. We have a rhythm going. Da, 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 da. That's 4 volts, 5 volts, 6 volts. The battery seems to be working. The telegram machine now has a hum to it. I should tell the manager. The hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. Seems to be working now. I should tell the manager. That's how we're going to get the manager out of the office, so we can peruse it. I'm checking all the drawers and closing them because I don't know if the game will detect the things are open and the manager is going to get suspicious of my behavior. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to count this as interactions worth tracking. Like this, for example. It seems to be stationary. Ink, paper for the machines, and so on. As far as puzzles go, those were really easy. Ooh, letters. Empty envelopes for the letters yet to be written. Book? A copy of How the Other Half Lives. Seems to be a book about photojournalism from the Americas. From the colonies. What in the hell was that? Yes, insurances. Ding ding! Mr. Ward! Oh, Mr. Valley, I am Mr. Ward. May I be of service, Mr. Ward? Discuss evidence. Your telegram machine seems to be functional. Is that so? Mr. Hunters must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you have to excuse me. I have messages to send. I have tomorrow. I will be in the telegram room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. You will be ready by midnight at the latest. I should act quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Yep. But we know he's in the telegram room. Which means I can go to the manager's office. There's nothing in the pockets. Room assignments. I think, yeah, this is Miss Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange, he must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does this match her signature in the sign-in book? Are there any difference between the signatures? Yes. It is this too. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers. But who and why? It makes it seem like she left when she's really here still. You've got enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Make hypotheses to open the hypothesis panel. Press make hypothesis. Complete the hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gleaned from evidence. So it's also like the case of the golden idol. Please press consider to determine if your correct time is lost on incorrect hypotheses. I found a forged letter that it's a forged letter. The covered, but who wrote it? Consider, what if? I think I see what happened here. But Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel, and somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit? They speak English? Oh. They knew Miss Dean. They did not know Miss Dean. They knew Miss Dean. Nope. They can write. Okay. Of course, educating people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean. About the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries of finding Miss Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear in the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on the screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Upper class, working middle class. We don't have all the facts. Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Look, the place is freezing. Perhaps this explains Mr. Volley's demeanor. What else do we have here? Well, this is a rota for the next few days. Yep. Yeah, we have everything. I don't have time for this right now. Ooh, but for this, yes. Whereas from guests making requests for the hotel duration of the stay. There's a letter here. A response to Mr. Volley, who seems to have asked after a child on behalf of a young mother. The letter assures him the child is safe, but otherwise not forthcoming. Mailed to delivered into town, nothing except few requests for supplies. Various books about management, accountancy, and running a hotel. I think we can, I'm out. I don't think I should push my luck. I'll meet the manager in the lobby. Mr. Ward? Shall we go to your room, sir? Mr. Doyle has gone on ahead. Is there a Mr. Doyle, or are you really a vampire? Is this the beginning of Dracula, where you play all the roles? I am suspicious. I'm suspicious of everyone and everything. Vlad Tepes? Edward Blake, the Marquess of Dune. Edward Blake, the man who built this manor according to the plaque. He looks a bit, Vlad Tepes like. He looks like the Impaler. It looks to be a lower quality replica of its neighbor. A fine suit of armor. I wonder if it's seen battle if it's purely ornamental. Maybe we'll find out. Look, none of them have eyes! No, they have no eyes, they've been cursed! Jonathan Blake, the owner of his estate, pinned here with his young son Walter and his late wife Mary. They all look very creepy. An interesting display, but though it lacks the Blake family crest. Perhaps a trophy. Nevermore. Nevermore. Everything's wrong of the manor. Hey, buddy. His and hers. Your room awaits you, Mr. Ward. Let's go then. Mystery. On his office. What's in the safe? His quarters. I think for now we're good on Mr. Volley. If you head up the stairs, the portal will show you to your room. You are very unsettling, my dear friend. Who is this other eyeless figure? A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She is holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Maybe those symbols, those hieroglyphics, will come into play at some other time. This room's yours, sir. Number 4. A map of the other floor. This should be useful for placing which guest is located where. Well, this is your room, sir. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. A nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that. Analyze. Celtic cross, so it seems somehow different to many I've seen. His eyes are red and something is irritating them. Shaking hands, they seem to be suffering some kind of tremor. Mystery. Shaky hands. Yeah, I don't think I can talk to him. We almost have it. Room 4. Okay. A lot of deer. My luggage. It won't unpack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. Oh, I won't unpack. Nothing. Cold be damned. I think I'll request the staff leave this die out. Leave this to die out. Okay. I'm not sure what piece this came from. Yeah, neither do I. A stag in a winter landscape. A skilled piece of someone uninspired. Wow, judgmental? Nothing here. An empty landscape. There's not much else to paint around here, I suppose. A small house by a mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. More luxurious than I'm used to. Gramophone. A fine gramophone. Not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. It's cool, though. Pretty cool. All I can see is darkness, blurred by the rain on the window. Saying, let's just lie down. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Sleep. Your eyes are getting drowsy. It's this kind of thing. We're gonna have nightmares too? Handprints. Oh yeah. Nevermore. Where's the raven? Raven's gonna show up. We know it. I know it. You know it. The raven's gonna show up. Ooh. The beginning. Do we need to trace this? Yes. I'm going full Doctor Strange on this. Dung, dung, heavy pondering steps. I think I need to trace this without repeating anything, so it's... There you go. That's at least my assumption. I don't know if it's true. There's the ravens. There's the Edgar Allan Poe reference that I thought I would see. Okay, an obelisk. More symbols. Got it. There we go. That's the symbol I wanted to see. Now it's burned into my retinas. Will we be cursed? Are we cursed? Are we gonna disappear too? Oh yeah, this is not good. Next stop, Cthulhu Station. I think this might be the end of the demo. Yeah, that's the end of the demo. Okay, I'm intrigued at the very least. And I know the thing is gonna get hairy and weird and strange. And yeah, it looks interesting. I would like to play more. So if you're the developers and you see this and you need a playtester, I'm your guy. Send it my way. I'll be delighted to give it a go. This actually looks pretty interesting. It's already wishlisted. I would recommend giving it a go for yourselves. See what it is like for you. What do you think of it? If you already played the demo, let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in continuing the Séance of Blake Manor and find Miss Dean and who may be responsible for her abduction.